Hey, welcome back to the channel. For those who are new, my name is Maurice Jr. And what I do is I make content, or I strive to make content that change the lives of individuals, families, and communities in meaningful and positive ways. From success stories to financial literacy, you'll find something here that actually entertains you or piques your interest overall. Now, I want to follow up on a video that I actually just put out um, regarding generational wealth. All right. What I'm finding is that a lot of people don't understand how money works. So today I want to follow up on that video and explaining the three different types of income that actually tilts that needle towards your generational wealth or establishing the wealth. Okay. So for the visual learners, let me go ahead and share my screen so you can actually see this overall. All right. So understanding how money works, this is a course that I actually put out um, September. I think I want to say I made this course 2018, August 2018, something of that nature. So we're just going to use this as our underlying data, different things of that nature. So understanding how money works. Why is it important? It's a quote I start off with by saying Henry Ford, is well. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. For if they did, I believe it'll be an evolution tomorrow morning. All right. You gotta understand how money works. You must understand how money works. So, for example, money is the backbone for our country or anything, anywhere in the world. Money is the backbone or the machine that actually helps society function. So, overall, you want to make sure that you do not confuse money with wealth. All right. Wealth is the productive combination of resources and labor overall. But money itself, the claim to wealth is not wealth itself. If you have a lot of money, you're not wealthy. All right. So let's begin to discuss it. There's three different types of income. Okay. Three different types of income. One is your earned income, you have your passive income, and you have your portfolio income. All right. So your earned income or your active income is the one that 99% of this country, any country actually, engage in. It's the easiest. Okay, it's the easiest to actually do or perform in general. So earned income or active income, the definition for it is money earned from working that requires your time. This is the income that you receive from actively working, and then you work, you actually get paid. So you're exchanging your time for money. Some examples of that is the salary, your wages, people who work hourly, your bonus, and contract work. Yes, I said contract work because some people get self-employment confused with owning a business, and I'll dive into that a little bit more as we go on. As it relates to taxes for active or earned income, it's the one that's taxed the most. Okay, anywhere from 10 to 35%, this income is taxed, and that's not including any Medicare, Social Security, or other taxes such as local or state taxes as well. So, what I recommend that if you do not, I don't have my phone in front of me, but if you don't have a financial calculator, I will encourage you to download a 10BII. All right, financial calculator is 10BBI, 10BII. So I'll make sure I put that in the description so you can actually see it. Well, I'm an Android guy, so I'm a Microsoft Dual in my Galaxy Note. I actually have both calculators. I have calculators on both devices overall. Now, and what that does, it helps you make informed decisions of when you're, looking to take credit out or figure out the terms of something to make sure that you're paying the correct interest, different things of that nature. So I digress. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Now, the characteristics of active income, the downside is that if you stop working, the money stops coming in. Okay, so that's like people who are retiring, different things of that nature. If you stop working, the money stops coming in. So that's the downside. But the good side is it's the easiest one to actually get. You can actually get a job anywhere. It's not tough to actually get into that category. But some of the cons is that it's taxed the highest. Second, you always trading your time for work. Um, and the last point is that you capped. It's only a certain amount of areas. It's only a certain amount of time that you can actually put towards a earned income type job. That brings me to the second type of income, your passive income. Your passive income is generated from assets that you own when you're not actively working. Okay. So rental properties is a good example. Business from an income, and the reason why I want to say business from an income, as long as you're not using your time and your effort, that is a business, not self-employment. Okay. Self-employment is, yes, you do have a business and you're doing different things of that nature. However, you're still actively the one who's actually performing the tasks and different things of that nature, exchanging your time and your money. So don't get those confused. Creating and selling books is another way of having passive income. I know about three, maybe four individuals. Shout out to Asada Moore for her book, Alex Gant, Justin Peaks, just to name a few of people who actually have books who earn money passively, from their intellectual property. Now, the taxes associated with passive income. Passive income is the most favorable tax. It's the one that people prefer to use to actually get to the generational wealth. So that this one here actually tilts the needle a bit here. All right. But typically, once you actually create a business, or you find investors or different things of that nature to invest in you, the most important piece is you are making money in your sleep. Okay. So it's a lot of things that you can do where you can make money in your sleep. And like I said, for example, is, some rental property. It could be a business, an e-commerce business, or, you can actually write a book and different things of that nature. I had someone debate me about YouTube income as passive income, so me personally, I don't see YouTube as passive income, because a lot of people spend a lot of time and effort into making good content. Not only do they make good content, they have to edit it. After you edit it, you have to put the make a cool thumbnail, get people's attention, and put it out there. You got to market it, and get it to people's hands. You got to ask people to comment, share, hit the notification. Self plug there. But listen, passive income. All right, that's the second different type of income. Now, portfolio is the one where we actually have a lot of debate. We have a lot of debates around portfolio income. This here is, like I said, if you're trying to build generational wealth, you want to be in at least all three pools. Okay, so you have your active income, you actually have your passive income, and then you have your portfolio income. So definition of portfolio income is income that you receive from selling an investment for more than what you actually pay for it. That's how I actually put that. Let's just say, let's roll with that definition. It's a little bit different, but let's just say that money you receive from selling an investment, or for money that you pay for something. Some examples is trading assets such as stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Two, buying and selling real estate. And then three, if you buying and selling other assets like a car. I know you're gonna say car is not an asset, Maurice, it's a liability. I'll tell you what, let's explain the car real quick. Here's an example of making a car an asset. Okay. I go to a car dealership. Inspire to Cultivate is my company. I say, hey, I want to get a company car. All right. I don't have a lot of overhead. I will use this car to actually just go for my tutoring services. If I'm actually going to a business or going to meet someone about something of that nature, if I'm doing some kind of consulting work, I'll use that car for that. They may say, hey, your business does not generate a lot of income. Or they may say, hey, I'm looking at the business credit. You actually haven't been established for so long. Those are just a couple of hurdles that you may go through. Now, once you get past that, they may say, hey, I need you to sign up as a personal guarantor. So you PG for the loan and different things of that nature. Now you have a car under your company's name. Now, not only do you have the car under your company's name, it's probably going to help you build your personal credit as well if you actually are a PG on it. Now, I know it's still a liability. I know. So what you want to do is you take the car from that point and you actually put it on a website, or an app, or these different companies who actually let people rent their cars. All right. So it was a time where back in Chicago, as I was teaching, I used to wonder, how do these 18, 17, 16, 17, 18 year olds get access to these high end cars? And I found out that it's a website called Toro. All right. So Toro is the one that I know that I'm intimate with. And what you want to do is you take your car, depending on the type of car that you have, you take that car and you actually put it on their app or their website, and people can go and look and rent those high end type cars. Even if it's not a high end car, you can actually put it on there. Toro will help you set that up, different things of that nature. So just a quick recap: you get a car underneath your business name, Not only do you get a card for business name, you may have to PG for it. After you PG for it, you get the car. Now you drive off the lot. Depreciation goes down, what, 30%? Once you actually drive off the lot, yeah, it's either 25 to 35%, depreciation. Now I'm getting to the point where it becomes an asset. So two things happen. All right. You put it on the website. When you put it on the website, people are renting your car. All right. So for me, it pays for my maintenance on the car. All right. Not only does it pay for the maintenance on the car, it pays for my insurance on the car, and it actually pays for the actual car note. And in the months that I actually don't put my car out there for people to rent it, it then it becomes a liability. Not only that, well, I don't want to say it becomes a liability. I'll take that back a little bit. Okay. So let's just say I get a car for 50K. I get a car for 50K. Over the next 5 years, because it's under my company's name, I can actually write off the depreciation of that vehicle. So 10K a year for the next 5 years. So it's technically not a liability, but again, it still doesn't have that reoccurring income coming in or making money while you actually sleep. So that goes back to what I was saying about passive income. That's how you can make your car a passive vehicle for you, pun intended. Make that vehicle another way of making money there overall. Now, when it comes to your portfolio, it's taxed at anywhere from 10 to 20%. So let's pay attention. It's taxed from 10 to 20% of assets that you hold for over 12 months. All right. If you take it out before 12 months, it's taxed as earned income. Going back to what I was saying about the first stream of income when it comes to earned or active income. If you actually use the funds from your portfolio within 12 months, you're actually taxed at a higher percentage there. Okay. Now, if you keep the funds in there, it's not taxed from Social Security or Medicare or any other state or local taxes. It may be depending on where you live. But other than that, the capital gains from those assets, will definitely pay off. So I'll give you an example. My brother, Robert Thomas, he's real big into cryptocurrency and precious coins, and he dibbles into stocks a little bit to keep himself diversified. So he asked me, say, hey, I really want you to jump into stocks, different things of that nature. So I jumped into stocks. But specifically, what I did was I pursued what they call dividend stocks. So anytime, I purchased several shares of Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, just to name a few, I will actually get a dividend paid, each quarter. It depends. Some was quarterly, some was monthly. It depends on different types of ETFs that I had, different things of that nature. So what I didn't know is that for me, as time went on, I would sell those stocks. Okay. So if it will go up, I wasn't really comfortable. I still was new. So that's another thing. Invest in stuff that you actually comfortable with, and invest when you invest in, just know that you can possibly lose all that money. So if you're not comfortable with losing $500, $2,000, whatever it may be with your initial investment, don't do it. But I digress. Point is, my brother had me put it in there. I got a few, dividend payouts and different things of that nature, and I sold the stock. That goes back to what I'm saying. I actually did not have the investment for more than 12 months. So at the top of the year for 2020, when I went to go file taxes for 2019, I actually had so many forms that I actually had to fill out because I actually had capital gains and I had to pay taxes on them because I did not own certain ETFs or certain stocks for more than 12 months because I was selling it off. I'll make money, sell it, take the money, go somewhere else. You know what I mean? So the reason why I mention that is because you got to pay 10 to 20% of those taxes. Again, this does not count or consult as financial advice. What I would encourage you to do is contact your CPA, your financial advisor, your attorney, different things of that nature as it relates to making informed decisions for you. But again, this is how you tilt that needle towards generational wealth. I digress because I don't want to make this video long. Some characteristics or some things that if you are looking to get into stocks, it's a great book out there by Matthew K. It's a beginner guide to stock investment, or a beginner guide to the stock market, excuse me. Another great book if you actually want to learn how to really diversify yourself or invest, slipped my mind. Yeah, if you want to learn how to invest better and get a well-rounded portfolio, I would encourage you to look at The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham overall. Now, I'll cut here because I don't really want to dive into, what I do as it relates to my stock portfolio. But what I do is I purchase high-end dividend stocks. And I don't write options, but a partner of mine actually write options. But the biggest thing is, I don't recommend you chasing dividend stocks, because if it's not something where you actually putting it in there, and mind you, my strategy has changed over 12 to 18 months here overall. I'll do a review of my Robinhood portfolio here, of how I bought into every month. I bought into certain stocks. When it was red, and then when it was green, I actually actually stole the stock as it went on. But I learned that I wasn't a day trader or anything of that nature. I just was chasing the dividend. So if I found out that a company wasn't, paying their dividends, or they actually, stopped paying out their dividends, I actually will cut loose. So I don't recommend that. But what I will say now is, if it's something that you're not holding on for 10 plus years, I will encourage you, not to dividend chase overall. If you haven't done so, you can check out my Fundrise portfolio with my real estate portfolio. I actually did a review of that, a 1 year review on that vessel of passive income. But as a whole, three different types of income. You want to remember that it's your earned income, your passive income, and your portfolio income. How all three of them works. For me, I actually have active income. I work for a university. My passive income comes from Inspire to Cultivate, TIG Legacy, and my e-commerce business. That's just myself. That's not including my wife. And then for my portfolio, I actually started to diversify myself. So, having a HSA account, having a 529 plan for the kids, and let me see, what are some other things, like my Fundrise portfolio, my well, I do my stocks through Robinhood. That's the easiest for me to understand. So again, now I got about 4 different avenues total. I probably got about 6 or 7 where I'm actually having money come in, different things of that nature. That's not including money that comes in from the vehicle that I actually have as well. But outside of that, understanding how money works is important, because it actually dictates how you matriculate through life. So as it relates to, do you want to retire early? Do you want to be someone actually giving back to your community? Are you going to be someone that just take advantage of opportunities and different things of that nature? So it's a difference between facts and the truth. All right. So a lot of stuff that we taught in school is, our facts. Like, here's a fact that happened, different things of that nature, but it's not the complete truth. So here on Aspire Cultivate, again, I want to make sure that you stay connected to your dreams and goals. Not only that, look for content that actually entertains you or piques your curiosity overall. So find something that actually tilts that needle for you toward generational wealth. So what I'll ask you to do next steps is to look at that foundational video as it relates to um, first generational wealth. Now that you understand the 3 types of income, from there, I want you to look at that Fundrise video as it relates to the portfolio. That way you can take a $500 investment and get started, investing in another stream of income. Because yes, they do pay dividends, they pay things back. But I am rumbling on. So what I will ask you to do is, at this point, I would like for you to comment. Not only comment, share this video. Not only share this video, I want you to hit the subscribe button, and I want you to hit the notification. That way, when things come up, you're actually in the loop when it comes to the new videos. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you back on the channel soon. Peace.